Welcome to another episode of NFL Catch-Up, a recap of the opinions and analysis from national experts across the NFL podcasting landscape, delivering you a weekly catch-up of the most interesting takes from around the NFL. We drop NFL Catch-Up every Friday morning all year long across the major podcast platforms. You can find us on X at NFL_catchup. We're also available on YouTube and on the web at NFLcatchup.com. As we dive into Week 4 of the NFL season, all eyes are on the Philadelphia Eagles and their quarterback Jalen Hurts. The Eagles are set to face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Sunday, and it's a matchup that could be a defining moment for Hurts. The young quarterback has had a bit of a roller coaster start to the season, showing flashes of brilliance mixed with some concerning turnover issues. Let's break down the numbers. Hurts has completed an impressive 70.6% of his throws, which is well above his career average. He's fourth in passing yards with 772 and first in off-target percentage at just 6.5%. However, there's a big but here. Hurts has also turned the ball over at an alarming rate with 6 turnovers in just 3 games. That's tied for second most in the league. Even more concerning, he's thrown an interception in 7 straight games, the longest streak by a Philadelphia quarterback since Ty Detmer back in 1996. Now, as the Eagles head to Tampa Bay, Hurts is facing a team that has been his kryptonite. He's won 3 lifetime against the Bucs, including 2 playoff losses. This game is more than just a regular season matchup. It's a chance for Hurts to prove he can overcome his past struggles and reclaim his spot as one of the top quarterbacks in the league. But it's not all doom and gloom for the Eagles. There are signs that Hurts is maturing as both a quarterback and a leader. After their Week 2 loss to the Falcons, it was Hurts, not the coaches, who addressed the team in the locker room. His message was clear: pick your heads up, focus on the details, and avoid these kinds of losses moving forward. Coach Nick Sirianni was so impressed with Hurts' leadership that he didn't feel the need to add anything to the quarterback's speech. On the field, Hurts has shown improvement in a crucial area: his performance against the blitz. Last season, he struggled mightily when facing pressure, throwing a league-high 8 interceptions against the blitz. This year, he's 6th in QBR against the blitz at 67%. It's a significant improvement and one that will be put to the test against Todd Bowles' aggressive Tampa Bay defense. As we shift our focus to the AFC, the Buffalo Bills are preparing for a crucial Sunday night matchup against the Baltimore Ravens. The Bills are off to a blazing 3-0 start, but this game could be their toughest test yet. What's particularly intriguing about this matchup is how the Bills' defense has managed to not just survive, but thrive, despite losing several key players. It's been a rough go for the Bills' defense in terms of personnel. They lost Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, and Micah Hyde in the offseason. Then, linebacker Matt Milano went down with a torn biceps in the preseason. And if that wasn't enough, Taron Johnson and Terrell Bernard have been sidelined with injuries in the first 2 weeks of the regular season. That's 5 All-Pro players and an All-Pro contender in Bernard who are no longer in the lineup. Yet somehow, the Bills' defense is still one of the best in the NFL. Through their 3-0 start, they rank 8th in yards allowed per game and 7th in points allowed per game. It's a testament to the depth that general manager Brandon Beane and head coach Sean McDermott have built, as well as the defensive system they've put in place. Players like Dorian Williams, Balin Spector, and Taylor Rapp have stepped up in big ways. Williams, a second-year pro from Tulane, leads the team with 29 tackles. Spector has taken over the defensive play-calling responsibilities from Bernard, and the communication on the field has remained strong even in the raucous environment of Highmark Stadium. The Bills' defense will face a significant challenge this Sunday night against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson's mobility presents a unique threat, and the Bills will need to be disciplined in their rush lanes to contain him. It's a game that could go a long way in determining just how, for real, this Bills defense really is. Switching gears to the AFC West, the Kansas City Chiefs are off to a 3-0 start, but their defense has shown an unexpected weakness: covering tight ends. Through 3 games, the Chiefs have allowed their opponents to complete 35 passes to tight ends for a total of 335 yards. Both of these numbers are the highest in the league. This weakness was particularly evident in their game against the Atlanta Falcons, where tight end Kyle Pitts burned them for a 50-yard gain that set up a crucial touchdown. Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo acknowledged the issue, saying, "We can be better on some of our post play. What we'd like to eliminate is explosive plays to the tight end. If we can do that, I don't think it would look nearly as bad as it comes out right now." The Chiefs have traditionally used safety Justin Reid to cover opposing teams' top tight ends. But Reid has struggled in coverage this season after missing most of training camp and all of the preseason with a quad injury. Linebacker Drew Tranquill has also underperformed in coverage, leaving the Chiefs vulnerable over the middle of the field. This weakness could be a significant concern as the Chiefs prepare for their upcoming game against the Los Angeles Chargers. While the Chargers' tight end duo of Will Dissly and Hayden Hurst hasn't been particularly productive this season, the Chiefs can't afford to let them have a breakout game. One potential adjustment the Chiefs could make is to give second-year safety Shamari Connor more responsibility in covering tight ends. Connor has been effective as the team's nickel defender, generating 2 pass breakups, an interception, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown against the Bengals. As we turn our attention to the NFC, the Washington Commanders are generating buzz with their rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels and new offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. Daniels had a breakout performance in Week 3 against the Cincinnati Bengals, completing 93% of his passes and accounting for 3 touchdowns. What's most impressive about Daniels' start is how he's already improving on weaknesses identified in his college scouting report. For instance, he's shown increased comfort in attacking the middle of the field, an area where he struggled in college. Through 3 games, Daniels ranks 3rd in expected points added per pass attempt between the numbers among quarterbacks with at least 50 overall pass attempts. Kingsbury's influence on the offense is clear, with many elements reminiscent of his time with the Arizona Cardinals. The Commanders lead the league in no-huddle snaps by a wide margin, and there's a heavy emphasis on screens and throws at or behind the line of scrimmage. However, Kingsbury seems to have learned from his experience in Arizona and is adapting his approach. One key difference is how Kingsbury is handling star receiver Terry McLaurin. After McLaurin had limited production in the first 2 games, Kingsbury made adjustments in Week 3, moving McLaurin around the formation more to create mismatches. This flexibility could be crucial for the Commanders' offensive success moving forward. Daniels has also shown impressive decision-making and confidence, even checking out of called plays when he sees a better opportunity. Kingsbury has encouraged this, giving Daniels the freedom to adjust within the structure of the offense. It's a sign of trust in the rookie quarterback that could pay dividends as the season progresses. As we wrap up this week's NFL Catch-Up, let's take a moment to discuss the Los Angeles Chargers and their quarterback situation. Justin Herbert is dealing with a high ankle sprain, and his status for Sunday's game against the Kansas City Chiefs is uncertain. This has put the spotlight on the Chargers' backup quarterbacks, Taylor Heinicke and Easton Stick. Heinicke, who joined the team just before the season started, has been working overtime to learn what he calls the most complex system he's ever encountered. But as a former engineering and mathematics major, Heinicke is well equipped to handle the mental challenges of the NFL. His ability to quickly process information and make decisions on the fly could be crucial if he's called upon to start. The Chargers' quarterback room has a unique dynamic. While Herbert is clearly the star, both Heinicke and Stick bring valuable experience and different skill sets to the table. Stick, who started 4 games for the Chargers last season, provides continuity and familiarity with the system. Heinicke, with his journeyman experience across 7 NFL teams, brings a different perspective and the ability to adapt quickly to new situations. What's most impressive about this quarterback group is their unity and shared goal. As Herbert put it, the most important thing in that room is everyone wants to win. This team-first mentality could be crucial as the Chargers navigate this challenging stretch of their schedule. The game against the Chiefs will be a significant test for the Chargers, regardless of who's under center. The Chiefs have won 5 straight against their AFC West rivals, with 4 of those wins coming by 1-possession scores. If Herbert can't go, it will be up to Heinicke or Stick to try and break that streak. As we look ahead to Sunday's games, there are several intriguing matchups to keep an eye on. The Eagles-Buccaneers game could be a defining moment for Jalen Hurts. The Bills-Ravens Sunday night showdown will test Buffalo's depleted but still effective defense against Lamar Jackson's dynamic playmaking ability. And the Chargers-Chiefs game could hinge on whether Justin Herbert is able to play through his ankle injury. These storylines and more will shape the narrative of Week 4 in the NFL. As always, we'll be here next week to break down all the action and bring you the most interesting takes from around the league. Thank you for listening today. We would kindly ask that you rate, review, share, and subscribe to NFL Catch-Up. Remember, we drop every Friday morning all year long across the major podcast platforms. You can find us on X at NFL_catchup. We're also available on YouTube and on the web at NFLcatchup.com.